Donuts or the Tim Hortons, and after you get the munchies, you go over there, and you're all good to go.
Yeah, baby.
The scary part about this conversation is that it often leads to one of those things happening. Something that we mentioned here will probably happen in a future update. Yeah, but we don't need the buildings because all the cops are going to be at the donut place. But as for the next couple updates, you're going to see a couple of major changes to the way things work. We'll get into that next week. Got to keep you guys guessing.
I'm replanting 24 in sugarcane unless you got something you prefer having in it.
Sugarcane and 24?
Unless you really have something else.
What's 24? Is that I can't even remember. Let me see. Oh, the big one? You can put whatever you want there. Do you think we need sugarcane?
No, I don't.
I'm saying. Throw hemp if you can.
Yep, it goes.
We're going to run short on... We're going to run... Well, I know Grant's planting hemp too, but you can never have too much hemp, right?
Yeah, baby.
Put the passenger script in a sheriff's car. Be a cool idea.
Oh,
In
definitely.
the back seat. And can we make it though that once they get in, they can't get out?
We could have it do an air log so that way you can't escape the vehicle. Have it air out, Lua air out. Is there anything else we want to sell off, or we're going to do some calculations now?
Well, there's only one more trailer, a birdseed over at Birdseed Place. I don't know if anybody wanted to pick that up. However,
I got last load of textile.
he's still doing textile?
Yeah, I've only got one box truck.
Oh, well, all I need is an empty Volvo to get the last birdseed thing. I guess I could do it. It'd be silly to leave one trailer on the property there, huh? Even though we left like 3 VOD ones. Did we do snacks?
Snacks is done. I just got done doing snacks. All the snacks to GPC.
All right. I think we're just about done.
Do we want to go show them the... do you want me to cut down the new trees up there?
Yes, we got to cut down the new trees and make sure they work. And we also got to show them that new baler real quick on my stream anyway, or the bale stacker. And we'll have to get a error-free version. It's actually error-free for single player, but there's a bunch of files in there that aren't necessary or aren't formatted properly. Even though it may seem like it's 100%, it still needs a little tweaking. So let me just grab that last birdseed thing. Then we'll jump onto that stacker. Bring a load over to the... I want to bring it over to the... whatchamacallit place. And test it on the dumping in that trigger at the bale to manure, the straw to manure place.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Time to get... See, now I can't pocket any of this money because it's been broadcast.
Did you ever send a train to try it out?
No, let's send the train. I don't think I put vodka as one of the products yet, but you never know. I got to drive right by there anyway.
Derpy, to answer your question there, it is called the Wood Crasher. That we use for wood chips. It's you can cut up your trees, put it right in. It's very good at chopping up the whole tree. But come not this Tuesday, the following Tuesday, we're going to do a little class. I'll be doing a little class on how to remove that crane arm that's on there that is pretty much, in our opinion, worthless.
Get rid of the crane arm. Gets in the way more than it's useful. We've never used it. I'm looking forward to that. It'll make the file size smaller too. Smaller files always good. Which again is another topic, but mods, some of them are so overbloated with stuff the file doesn't have to be nearly the size. And that's another thing that we try to do is get our file sizes down on the mods as well. Because if it has really large graphics that aren't necessary and stuff, it's just eating up memory. And off goes the train. And I don't know if we'll get a bonus or not. But if we do, I'll know in a few minutes.
I can grab that bird seed, Dave.
For your follow.
You got the bird seed?
Yeah, I got the bird seed.
All right. Once you're done with the bird seed, let me know, and that should be it. And then we'll split up some cash. Show these guys how I do it. I'll have to do some math. But right now, I'll go over to that big bale stacker and give that a little whirl. 32 bale stacker, Arcusin auto stacker. What site was that on, Jeff?
That is on,
Mod
no, actually on farmingsimulator.com under their mods tab, and you have to click on beta, and it's in the top left-hand corner.
There you go. It's in beta, and really there are no real errors. I wish I could show you right now what happens when it's on a server is it puts a orange if there are file issues. And the file issues on that mod are pretty much space characters in names, which servers throw that up as a warning. And it has the thumbsdb file left from Max. You do not need that. And I think that's really it, but there's several of them, 11 or 12. So it's just a quick fixes and relinking things with new names, and it'll be good to go. Other than that, the mod works so far flawlessly without errors on a server. So I'll head over there and check that out real quick.
Yeah, actually, if you want to jump in, I was going to take a load over to the bale to Manure, but if you want to take her over, there's plenty of bales to do down here.
You go ahead. I'll follow you. I can follow you over. You're there. I'm coming up right behind you.
Doofus, no, can't say we've seen that mod. He says, did you guys see the mini AR crane?
I didn't see the mini AR crane.
Oh, wow. Anybody watching my stream, you just got to experience what lag does. I'm in the river.
Thank you for the follow, whoever that noise was. Next week, new monitor. I'll be able to thank people properly.
I think that's causing a lot of our lag on the server as well, as we have a lot of bales on the ground.
Yes, we do. We've got tons of bales.
But this auto stacker works really nice.
And you can see, yep, we're getting up behind him. I'm going to cause him some lag by pulling right up behind him. So basically, it
bale picker up, or it's not the picker, it's what a box board
holds a nice 32 bales at a time. A little bit longer than the other one. It's colorable. We're borrowing Danny's from the Blue Farm. That is why it's blue, because we were too poor to buy our own. This is the auto stacker. We're doing it right now.
I know, right, guys? It looked like I was trying to fish without a boat.
And we're going to see if they can dump that into the bale to manure place. I hope there's room for some bales. They're going to be all over the place. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
You have baled manure now?
The straw to manure places now take bales as well, which was done in a previous update. Didn't know that?
Nope.
You missed out on that one. Both of them do. Yep, I added the triggers in to take bales on these. It's just the trick is if you're using the bale screw, you got to get that thing to hover over the drop zone before you tip the table up. Bring your wheels right back up so when you tip it up, it goes over the drop area. What gold?
That's why I listened to the broadcast. I was in for the one for part of it when you were twitching, and I was jumping all over the place. Now I just listen.
Yep. Can that thing back up with that? That's going to be a trick with the ramp. Yeah, you should be good there if you tip up. You're over the back.
Here goes nothing.
Apparently, I have to check gold. There must be a lot of gold to sell off.
Yeah, to answer your question there, Bronco, you asked if we can modify the UPK storage building to fit an AR frame to pick up and deliver to the UPK building. Would that add UPK fill types? For it to fit the AR frame, yes.
Anything that goes into any trailer that comes out of the UPK. Whoa! Well, you got some cleanup to do. But they went in. I could probably push them with the truck here.
Yeah, I'm lagging pretty good over here. I'm gonna give it a shot.
That's funny. My leg cleared up.
That bird seed's delivered.
Derpy, to answer your question, it should be on, if you go to like modhub.us and search for Wood Crasher, you should be able to find it. If not, let me know, man, and I will drop a link in there.
I can't get those bales in. We're going to need some a fork in here, but we'll get that later.
Our fork,
mess with those right now.
our forklift's over near the sawmill.
I suggest for people watching different streams or answering questions that you repeat the question for the people that's not on that particular stream to hear it, to see what the question is written down as.
Absolutely.
Sure thing.
How do you reach the top, or do you? Yeah, that's the thing with that stacker. You're never. The question was, how do you reach the top, or do you dump them over and pick a lower group up to download the stack? With that stacker, I'm pretty sure that you're never going to reach. I don't know if the telehandler can reach the top bales. So really, it's only going to be for dumping into triggers like ours. Is pretty much what all we do anyway. Don't actually stack them on the ground. You're going to end up having to knock the stack over and take half of them at a time, most likely. I'm going to jump up before I spend money and check the gold to see what's going on because I've been notified on my stream. Tell Dave to check the gold. It says if anyone is on Big Daddy's stream, can you let them know to check the gold? Well, I'll take care of it. Or either way, there must be gold up.
Sounds like it.
Might as well sell it while we're in, so that can be split 6 ways also, you know? It's one of those things. Add it to the big funds. You know how much we have?
Oh, you adding this money and still popcorn farms because I think he's running his own little farm now.
We are over 5 million. We might be able to push 1 million per farm if I get this sucker up there. If there is enough gold. Well, my
That'd be
driving
nice.
are terrible. Yeah, wouldn't it? Another million apiece. What are we gonna spend it on? Fields.
Yeah.
I think we need to get some fields to get some sunflower down. Because the bread factory should be open up next week this time, hopefully.
Yeah, we need boards and drywall. From what I've been looking at down there.
Yep, actually boards are full, aren't they? Pretty sure boards are done.
I will double check. I thought it wasn't.
They might not show it in the total because the new pallet trigger does not register when you dump boards from a pallet, which is why one of the major changes next week is coming.
Okay, Scott is saying at the banks, not the quarry, for the gold.
Also, there's gold to be sold.
I'm going to just check up here as well. So there's gold at the banks already?
That's a message I'm getting from Thernadad, from Scott.
Okay, well, there's none here. But
Dave, you really got 7 farms now. You just inherited still popcorn farms. You might not forget him.
he'll. Yeah, that's true. We'll save him a chunk as well. Let me get a buggy. This one looks good. Were you in the blue one?
I had the red VW up near the Smacks factory.
All right, let's see. Gold is 0 at this bank. No gold at Wells Fargo. So somebody might have sold it already, but let's check out Key Bank.
Derpy, thanks for the follow, buddy.
Oh, by the way, big test. Didn't even think of it, which is something that we threw in and nobody's even tested yet. Another fix, that SRB trailer should now be able to hold the wheat and barley windrow that was added into the fruit script. I'll get a copy of that guy for you guys as well. In the multi-fruit module standard, it did not include wheat and barley windrow, so if trailer didn't have it automatically in there prior, you couldn't haul it. And the SRBs that we have on the map do not take wheat and barley windrow. So it is time to find one of those trailers and see and make sure it's working okay as well. Because that was another update today.
The question is, why not a Commerk bank? To be honest with you, there's so many bank branches out there. We just kind of grabbed 2 that were, close to our area.
Actually, the funny thing is, the Wells Fargo came that way as a mod on some other maps, so that's why it's Wells Fargo, and it's a common one. There's no gold, so I don't know what happened, but if there was gold there, there isn't anymore.
Yeah, Wells Fargo is not common where I live.
No, it's a U.S.-based bank. It goes back to way back, the horse and buggy days. And Key Bank is pretty national as well, isn't it?
Yes, they are, but they're not common. Neither one of those 2 are common in the location I'm at.
Well, you live out there in Nebraska. Nothing's common out there. You probably got Pig Farmers Bank of America.
Corn bank.
Corn
Yes, we
Bank.
have the corn bank, and yes, we have the pig farmers of America. We would
See?
have the future farmers of America.
There's nothing common in Nebraska. I'm surprised when you told me you had a Walmart.
We do
You have
have
McDonald's?
one.
They have a McDonald's there?
What's a McDonald's?
It's a big building with an M on it. They serve, well, we're not exactly sure what they serve. Wells Fargo is the second largest bank. All right, math time. We don't have any gold. I don't know what that whole thing was about. Just to waste another 10 minutes of broadcasting, I guess. But anyhow. All right, Breaking 90, get out your calculator for me. Tell me when you're ready. I'm going to make him do math.
Speak, Mike, speak.
Okay, 7,508,000. I'll round off. We don't need the other numbers. So you got 7,508,000 minus 2,057,000. So that's minus 2,057,000. And you should get a total. Let me know what that total is.
Drum roll, please.
I'll be right back in my game. Quit.
Now, is this before or after he gets his cut?
Who's cut?
Breaking 90's cut.
Okay. 7,509,000. It used to be 508, but we went up. 7,509,000 minus 2,057,000 equals stream. Everybody's probably twitching. The number is
Da-da-da-da.
so that's 5,400,000. I think you missed the number.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a little short. I thought you were good at math. Okay, 5,452,000. We are gonna take, oh, what do we have for, should be, let me see what that breaks down to by 6. We'll divide that by 6. For the farms would be 900. Oh, wait, is that right?
You had 7 or 6 farms divided by that, a million apiece would be 600 or 6 million. You said you had 7, right?
It's 908,000 per, or 9, yeah.
if you take that number,
908,000 per farm.
well, if you take that divided by 7, 778, 857.
No, it's got to take down his number divided by 7, but I don't think that Stale Pop needs a whole cut of that, being only working out of the gravel pit, and or we could divide it by 7 this one time here.
It would hurt to give him some seed money to play with.
Yeah, 545.
866.
5,400. So it's 866 a farm.
545, 866. Just make it 545. That'd be easier.
Which is 90,000. No, see, I messed up something. It's 5,450,000 divided by 7.
Okay, 778, 571.
So it's going to be 780,000 per farm. That's the way it is. So
There
what
you
you
go.
got to do now at this point is take and turn back on the individual accounts. Whoops, wrong button. Turn them on.
One thing I might add is before you turn off individual accounts, that you have everybody clear their accounts and save it before individual accounts is turned on.
Their accounts should be clear. They couldn't have it in the account because I off. Yeah, when you're turning off individual accounts, make sure everybody saves their money, because anything when you turn it off goes to the server. I think that's what you're trying to say, right?
Then Quattro, even 10-4.
Okie dokie. So 780, Dan's on the blue. Bacon Warrior, are you still in here? I guess he is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you the 780 for purple. And Jeff and Breaking 90 are both on red with me, so only one of them is going to get, or what's half of 780? 390?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'll split it up between you two guys. You can buy fields or whatever. We need fields. But if you're looking for a new tractor, knock yourself out.
I have a thought about the bank as well, so after we're done with doing the money, with the address, I have an idea what happened to it.
Okay, so there's that distribution, but we still have the rest in here because there was only 3 farms out of the 6 that are going to get, and out of the 7. So it's 4 more people, and when they log in next time, we'll just have somebody log in and pay them off their 780,000 apiece, and that's the number I'll write down. And that's pretty much how we do it. And those guys took our share because we just pay each farm, not each person. If there's more than one person on, that's fine. We usually decide, okay, what are we going to spend it on anyway? And I think we have so much equipment now that really what we need is fields. So we'll probably be pooling it all back together and getting fields, except for we got to get the big bale stacker. One of you has to purchase a red one of those.
I got that. Now, here's my theory on the gold. If Scott's saying the gold was in there, if that was this morning, we did a map update. I wonder if that got messed up in the indexes. What do you think? Didn't that happen before with the gold?
It shouldn't have, because the indexes moved down, but I moved them all. It's possible if I screwed something up when I was doing the update, but it's also possible that somebody drove over and sold it. But I'll check before the update files and find out. But yeah, it is possible. Anything's possible with the way I do things. It's a job and a half to keep our save game running with all these updates. Thank you for the follow.
Alright, it's time to cut down some special trees.
So, yeah, special trees. You got a scorpion over there?
I am right next to the bad boy with the scorpion.
Let me come on over and see if those special trees are going to cut. Because I need to know before I put them in the map all over the place.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's even easier if you wanna. Don't know if you want to drive or you just jump in the scorpion I have over here, right next to it in Chris's farm.
I am almost there.
Okie dokie.
And I like driving the bug. I don't know why, because I keep wiping out.
Yeah, that thing needs. I need to put more mass in the wheels in that bad boy to glue it to the ground.
Yeah, it's fun as long as you're going straight. But I want to come over there so I can lag you out when I get. Ooh, I put it in the lake yesterday. Yeah, I think it was last night. Don't need to put it in the lake again. Map this big, you need fast vehicles.
You do. You definitely do.
If you're just cruising. Lag City coming in. I'm here. You're not.
Up this way.
Oh, you're way up top.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you have down below also.
No, I'm not. I was looking from the other end and down the hill. I can't see you.
Gotcha.
Let's see if these suckers cut down. That's a monster
Timber.
tree right there. Cool. So we get them trees in. You're gonna just chop them up in a pile and pick them up later?
I'll just leave them whole here if you want.
Nah, it's kind of well. I guess
Oops.
we're leaving them whole. It's easier if you just cut them into 4-foot lengths so we can drag them later. Now you gotta cut it up with a chainsaw.
Oh no, I'll drag the whole thing over there.
Oh, with the claw?
Yeah, go ahead and cut down some trees here for your viewers, and I'll go get the claw.
Testing the new trees, make sure they all work. These are lurch trees. Is that the lurch tree I think they said it was?
Dun.
Lurch and some new firs, along with the new birches that are down there, but we're going to do some tree work to make different parts of the landscape look a little differently. And you are just going to drag these away?
Yeah, I'm gonna try using it with a pallet fork, so that ought to be interesting.
All right,
Did anybody test the saw in that trailer yet? Because if they didn't, I'll go do it.
The saw? Oh, on the trees? I'm lost.
The straw in that trailer.
Oh yeah, no, we need that saw test to make sure that the multi-fruit script is picking that up. I don't own one of those trailers, so if you got one, that would be awesome. Just put some straw in, make sure it works now.
Yep.
Pass it along.
I'll go do it now.
If it's all working, then sometime tomorrow on the website, I will throw up the modified version to that file so people can then carry their straw in their vehicles. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Yeah, I was trying to make a shortcut here with a pallet fork, so that's just not gonna work. Chris, do you have log forks by any chance?
Negative, but if you wanted to drive over and get them and buy them, I'll just pay you back or deduct it from what I'm getting.
Oh, that's alright. I'll get them. Not a problem.
Cutting one of them into 8-foot lengths, make sure that process works. Timmy in the middle of all those X's. Thanks for the follow. And we got the little tiny one down at the end, and then we'll try the other row. Once one of them works, they all should work now. For some reason, they didn't even show up last week. But this week, they did.
Alright, I'm taking a shortcut.
Shortcut to where?
To pick up these forks.
I'm just trimming this one because it was hairy. And right. That's enough. Stop there. All right, next tree type. These are new firs. And timber, they look to be working as well. Look at how thick are these firs? Maybe these were the lurches. Who knows? But they got weird look branches on them. You see that? They're almost like birch branches sticking out. We'll leave you the big ones to drag.
Yeah, that's fine. I have some log forks now. I'll be able to drag those bad boys.
Check out those branches of that thing. It's weird once you come, but they're different. And wrapping up tree number 2.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Popcorn Farts, for the additional information you dropped on the server. I hope everybody enjoy it, understands it, and likes it. Thank you very much, Mr. Popcorn Farts, for adding that to the server.
Well, I'm just glad he has the rocking chair fixed.
It's got that weird music playing in the background still, though.
It does. Kind of scary. It sounds like Katy Perry or something.
Stale's doing a good job with the moderating.
Oh no, fantastic job. That's why we divided that 7 ways, no doubt. He earned every Pleasant Valley dollar of it.
Absolutely. But Pleasant Valley money's worth in more than U.S. currency, we've figured out.
Maybe we should talk Stale into moving south so he can enjoy the currency with the rest of us.
Moving into one of the farms.
Or we
There's
can.
plenty of room.
True.
Down there until somebody comes back. I think he likes his floater position working out of the gravel pit, though.
What we'll do is make sure to add in a mobile home up in the quarry gravel pit and name it Stale's Place.
Thanks for the follow, Bronco. Appreciate it. Dave, trailer's not loading straw.
Don't tell me that.
I'll jump out of the vehicle if you want to come look right under the conveyor belt. Nothing's coming out.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're
It should
welcome to
be.
join the chat.
Yeah, what number are you
South
on?
conveyor belt.
Which number group are you again? 5?
I'm not even sure. I never use that.
All right, hang on a minute.
I'm purple.
5.
Is my background music too much, or did I just turn it off?
Oh no, it's a great conversation piece, to be honest with you. I like it. I like the squeaking rocking chair earlier, but no, music is fine.
That is definitely purple. And you're definitely over the top of the trigger. That sucks. I wonder what happened there. Well, we'll keep working on that and give it another test tomorrow before we get it up there. But it definitely still not in straw. Enjoy your trailer. That's depressing. But it's not a good day. I mean, it's not a normal day unless something that we did doesn't work. And that seemed like the easiest of all things. I didn't even bother testing it.
One of the days I'm hoping to be able to afford a new chair as I move it. I have
Viper is
learned
asking.
though not to put your big foot underneath the chair when you move it, because it hurts when you run that wheelchair over that toe. That hurts.
Viper was asking if that Scorpion is the default Scorpion. Yes, it is. Non-edited, non-modified. And Jeff is dragging. Where are you dragging these two, Jeff?
Down to Chris's sawmill down here. It's down the hill. That's where I got this scorpion from.
This is how Jeff does his trees. Heck with sawing them up. Let's just drag them there whole. They're kind of cool looking, those are.
They are. I'm curious if they'll go in and what kind of output they'll give us.
That's a good question. They should give us quite a bit. Gary Gatcher wants to know how I got those triggers to show up. I put it in the basically in your game settings, in your game file under C, my documents. Oh wait, no, C program files, farming simulator. There's a game settings file. They open up a notepad and there's a section in there that says developer mode, I think it says, or developer tools, something to that effect. And the normal default is false. You turn that to true. And then all lowercase letters, then save it. And then when you restart this game, you'll have the developer tools options. And the developer tools options are on your function keys. The triggers that I showed you are F5. That shows you all your triggers. And you can see orange is triggers, red is collisionable objects. And dynamic objects are also orange, so things that can move around on the landscape. Developer controls, yeah, that's it. Thank you. That tree isn't going in very nicely.
Yeah, I don't know if that one filled it up.
It could be. Did you check the bulletin board?
I can't.
If there's not enough room, I learned this last night. If there's not enough room for it to take the whole tree, it will not take part of it.
Wow.
So therefore, cutting a piece off might take it.
It was pretty full. We just filled it up about 2-3 days ago.
Yep, it's too big, so it's not going to take it. It's 96,000, and that tree's got to be worth more than 4,000. So this is the developer controls tool on F5. F4 gives you wireframe, which is kind of trippy. But I want to tell you what a lot of people use wireframe for is to take out the stumps, because stumps can be often very hard to find when you're driving around and they're buried in grass or whatnot. But when you're stump grinding, if you hit your wireframe mode and drive around, you can much easier spot the stumps that are sticking up. As you see, they show up very easily in the wireframe, like that one right there.
CKW, you just gave me a great idea, man. I appreciate it. KW's comment was, what, both popcorns in the same corner of the map? I think we should put a little mobile home back near Popcorn Sutton's. That way stale popcorn could live back there.
There you go. We'll give him a little trailer down there. Interesting thing is, now I got it on wireframe mode, I don't see the stumps because I dragged them from over here, right? There's the one. Yeah, they're over here. But the wireframe mode definitely causes lag, but also helps the stumps to show up better. And what other features are on there? Basically, a bunch of stuff. Your frame rates, and you can see over here, I'm with all of us moving around, I'm pretty low right now. 20 I'm getting. That's on F2, actually. My F4 key got stuck in. It's what you shouldn't eat at your computers. All better. F8 shows you a ton of information of what's happening on the server, which is very good if you learn what all this stuff means. And it helps keep track of what resources are being used in different areas, what processes are taking up the most memory, and all that fun stuff. That's all on the F8D. And was there anything else that we really use on that? I don't think. Oh, the big menu has a bunch of extra commands with that little tilde, whatever, however you pronounce it, tilde or whatever, tilde, I don't know. But that little key has several commands in a command line that you can. What was that? They added that. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. Guess what's in I just saw in the monitor. I don't think it was there before.
What's that?
Let's see. We have a option called cheat money
Oh no.
in the developer tools. I'm just saying, I'm going to go and do a 100 and then hit enter. I think it might have just gave us all money. It did. Added 100 money. You got to be kidding me. Now I'm in as admin. Jeff, you're not in as admin, right?
Correct.
In order for this to show up this is a test. Can you get into that menu and do a cheat money?
The words are cheap money, all lowercase.
Well, GS cheat money. Just tab through that. You know how you do the toggle flight no HUD mode and all that stuff. If you tab through, it says GS cheat and then type in like 10,000. I want to see if it gives everybody money. Because if it does, it just booked the game, in my opinion, because anybody can come into the server and give money, but it better be only available for admins.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. It's GS cheap money, right?
Yeah. Can you tab through the options?
Yeah, and tabbing through the options, it's not there. It says I typed in GS cheap
Okay,
money
so
100 and it says command not found.
all right, so it's only available to admins. So cheap money was always available there. Cheap money was there before, even in the other version, but you had to be logged in as an admin. According to Viper, he said it was there before. Whew, scared me. Good. I've never used it that way. I usually just take down the server and cheat the money. That's good. Got a little bit scared there for a minute. That everybody would be cheating the money system.
There's no need to cheat it. It's something you really should not really do.
I don't think that any of our guys would do it. But anybody, it's just new servers. People would be doing it all the time.
How's it going, Vito Hunter?
Are we all done here? I think everything we can do today for display and show and for show and tell.
Tell you what, since we have quite a good audience, how about you show them the no fly or the fly mode? I think that's pretty neat, and it's a good little tool. You can fly around Pleasant Valley.
Toggle flight no HUD mode. Actually, I'm going to show you all this because one of the things I want to do is for you listening, but I will make a post as this as well. There is a new forum in the forums. There is a gallery open to the public. And when you start the game, also when you're on the escape, have the 3 pictures that show up, and I always put 3 nice pictures in here. I've taken, and you notice they don't have the whatchamacallit, the HUD on there, and they often are elevated views. So your job is to post me a bunch of pictures in that new forum. So I have 3 new pictures chosen by your entries, and I'll tell you what I usually look for. I usually do the descriptions, as you could see, with highlighting 3 points of the map. And very often it's the factory building or the farmer's market, or so I'm going to put 3 things that highlight bigger features of this map, and the pictures are going to go in there. What you need to do in your game is, if you have if you don't have developer tools on, you should have the HUD hider, which is the left alt H to remove the HUD. And I think I might have just shut something off because I got a little beep. Make sure that I'm still broadcasting correctly.
Dale, would you mind pot dropping the website, that website he's talking to each one of the chats for people to look at to see?
All right, so you toggle off your your whatchamacallit, your display. So you got a nice clean picture. And you could walk around on the property and take pictures like this, try to get good angles. But what Jeff's talking about is, if you do have the developer controls on, you hit that tilde key twice, you can hit tab and cycle through till you have toggle flight no HUD mode. Hit your enter key and it's now true. Tilde key back out, J key to turn it on, Q key to fly. And you can go around the map taking some pretty awesome pictures flying in flying mode. Just turn the display back and make sure tilde. Okay, tilde key. Thank you there, Breaking 90. Tilde key. And you can take your pictures, screenshots for that gallery. And I will be choosing 3, and also will be noting you in the PDF file as a contributor with those pictures if I use your pictures in the 2.0 up. So fly around, find some cool pictures. You think you got a good angle or something for a neat picture, do it up, take some pictures. And also, if I find one that I can trim down that looks really good for the next PV version 2 icon, I will use one for that as well. So use that forums, Stale Popcorn Farts, put the link in there again. There is a gallery tab on the top, and there's a gallery in there for public pictures. And I would like to use your pictures for putting into the map, and we'll see who gets selected. I'm looking for cool stuff, cool angles. See what you guys got. Now, as I mentioned before, Q makes you fly. I believe it's E makes you go back down. And in order to get out of toggle flight no HUD mode, you can exit the game, or you can go back into that menu with the tilde key, go back into it. But one thing you got to know, if you're going to turn it off, it'll say false. It actually, I'm still flying. You can't turn it on off if you're flying. So it's always best to jump in a vehicle. I'm pretty sure I could still fly, yeah. If you jump into a vehicle and turn it off, which I'll have to turn it on, and then turn it back off again. Now, if I jump out of the vehicle, I should be able to walk around normally. Or maybe not. No, I guess you gotta exit the game to get out of toggle flight no HUD mode. Because I could still fly. But yeah, that turns it on. It'll give you some cool screenshots. And I'd love to use your pictures in the next version.
Alright, there is a question out from Beetle Hunter. The question is there a big town somewhere on the map? And I'm going to direct it to Dave because he would know best.
A big town. There is the town, basically just like on Bjornholm, about the biggest area for a town. And I'll head over that way, but I can't get the bridge. I'll get stuck on the island because we only have one bridge. So we'll go around. It's if you aren't familiar with this map, but you're familiar with Giants Bjornholm, the white farm area and purple farm area literally is the whole Bjornholm map, imported and edited a little bit, but most of the features from that are there and in the same place still, and it fits into 1/4 of our map. When I say the white and purple farm area, it is, we have outlined segments on our map of who controls what properties, 6 different farms. So this area down in the bottom right-hand corner where it's white and purple is mostly old Bjornholm. And we'll close that up. And I'll show you. So you basically have that little village in Bjornholm down here. It's not a huge village, but then again, it's cool. Maybe I'll make it so you have to build every single house in there. Who knows? Build the village. But it's this area down here by the sheep farm. If you're watching my stream, if you're watching Jeff's, then you're not seeing it. And you've got the little houses and buildings here. The bale to manure base is up by the mixing station on the map, which is what number, what letter? I don't see. Oh, T. It's next to T.
Yeah, I'm right next to it here. Mike, just come over to me and just back it up and drop them in.
So this is really the town. Not much of a town, but the town where the residents live. So anyway, for next week, you're going to see some major changes on, as we were talking before, I'll just throw this out there, that we have an issue that the pallet, wood pallets do not register as products taken in any of the triggers, because there's that, if you're familiar with the factories, we have a total amount dumped figure in there, so you know when you've added enough product to actually build that factory. Well, unfortunately, when you dump boards that are in a pallet, it won't register that because basically the pallet, it doesn't have a feature. The UPK fit kit, yeah. UPK kit currently doesn't have the feature to register the number of, to register pallets being dumped. So, in order to not screw everybody up, and I'm just heading over to this bridge to show you. In order to not screw everybody up, we've got to change things a little bit how they work. And what we're going to have is a lumber yard that you have to stock. So you can see that we have 0 total boards, which is because he used all pallets to build this bridge. Even though there's 100, it has actually enough boards to build the whole bridge in it already, but the total boards number isn't going up. And I also got to fix the total stone number, which that's just a bug on my part. But the only way around that to get it to register pallets is to not actually be able to dump the pallets in each location. And so for now, those pallet triggers are going to have to come off of each of the bridges and go into, we're going to have one lumber yard in the center of the map down where the car wash is. And we'll design that and we'll have that in for next week. And that lumber yard will be where you take all pallets and as you dump them there, they'll show up on the lot, so you can see how many pallets of wood you have available, and then you will have a pickup trigger with the box truck to haul them off in the box truck from that point to all the factories. And that's what we're going to have to do so the numbers stay straight until we get a trigger on the UPK that actually will register the pallets as filling for that other feature.
All right.
So you could expect that big change.
One quick question
go ahead.
concerning the contest. Do they need to post their name with their pick?
Let me see. And that thing, I'm pretty sure in the forums it tells who posted it on the forums. Let me check the forums out real quick.
Just a quick
There is
view.
only a few pictures in that folder.
All right. Does it tell you who the author is?
And I'm pretty sure it was public screenshots. If I click on it, I have a... Oh, maybe it doesn't. It told me when he posted it, but it doesn't there. So, good thinking. What you can do after you post your pick is put a comment right in the comment field when it's clicking. And you can even title your picture if you want, but make sure you leave your username. I'm pretty sure if I go to the latest activity, I will see down here when those pictures were posted, way down below, that Thernadad uploaded 4 images to public screenshots. So it does tell me there, but yeah, it will get confusing. If you tag your images that you want for in the comment field, it'll be real easy.
Yeah, that was Stale Popcorn came up with that. He shot me a message.
Absolutely. Tag your images with the add comment field, and you could do harvesting wheat by Thernadad, or give it a little bit of a... I think, didn't he have a comment when you post the picture? I thought he did. Let me check that out. You might be able to do it right when you picture. I think he gave it a name.
Don't forget your hunt for popcorn Suttons.
He's got... Oh, he named him PV15 hauling in the morning. PV15 road train JPEG. So yeah, I guess that he named him somehow. If it can get it in the name, that's fine. But yeah, put it down in the bottom in the comments, posted by Thernadad, and we'll make sure we check it out. Now, what were you saying there, Grant?
Oh, just joking. Saying don't forget your hunt for popcorn Sutton pictures.
Yeah. Yep. Cool stuff. Popcorn, he's kind of lost still. I just hope he doesn't end up in the graveyard. Although...
Or even post people's names on the billboard somewhere.
That will come in a future thing as well. See what we do about that. Stay tuned next week. I'll have more features that we talked about, but definitely got to do something with those board pallets not registering.
Alright, there is a question on the floor in Dave's forum from Viper. Couldn't you do that pallet load at Cogent Lumber Building? You have a trigger outline on the left of the control panel. Just have the output on the right side of the building.
I could, but to me, it seems kind of weird. It's just one of those things where it seems kind of weird bringing pallets up to of wood place it's supposed to be creating it. If that makes any sense. Number one, did I just put right back on my screen by accident? I cut out my monitor. So that's number one reason. Number two is I want to have a much better visual representation at the lumberyard of the boards that you have stacked there. And there's no room to do that in Kojin as well, other than what's already there. And I like to make your work. That's the third reason. But yeah, so those are my reasons why I wanted to put the little new lumberyard area, and it's center in the map. I think that's important so everybody can bring their pallets to the center and drop them off. And as you stack them, you'll be seeing large stacks of those pallets. Same thing, the pallets hold 10,000, and for every 10,000 boards, you're going to see another pallet visually on that lot. So that lot can get very full, and then you just take the box truck to offload those pallets like we do now to deliver to the factories. Anybody else have any questions before we end for tonight? You can edit the name of the pictures Thernadad is saying when you post those. He named them as he uploaded. If you throw your name, that would be fine too. I just need to have a way to find out who posted the picture. So if you name it Thernadad 1, Thernadad 2, or your username and 1, 2, 3 as you post your pictures, that would be a very easy way to check out the pictures. Or if you want to title it and then by Thernadad, that's fine too. But get me some pictures. Show me what you guys can do. Anybody else have any last questions before I call this broadcast for the evening? We'll give you some time to think about it. 15 seconds. No.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
Any developers work in the computer field? And you can edit them after you upload those pictures, Thernadad says as well. If you upload it and you want to change the name, you can edit them. Cool. That's a good question. We have a couple of people in our group. Dagon Nexus actually is never here because he does work as an IT person in the computer field, and he's always on the road. When we have big time computer questions, Dagon's the person we ask, and he pops in when he can. So that's number one. I don't think I have worked in the past for Blue Cross Blue Shield in their computer department years ago, back in the 1990s. And I've worked with computers at different places all my life, but not actually specifically in the computer field. I'm one of those guys who usually goes into a job and ends up doing all their computer work because nobody else can figure out how to do stuff. I will check on that too, Viper. Make sure that nobody can delete pictures. I think I can set that setting up. We'll get some work done on that, but we will definitely get pictures there. Probably gave you posting permissions and everybody all permissions to that folder, but I will look at the delete option and make sure that people can only upload there. Yes, and same Lewis, one of our guys here was a programmer. And actually, we have Neil when he comes around that was also a programmer, developer. So there's different people, different jobs. And I'm having difficulties because that darn monitor keeps going out. It's seen its time limit for the day, I think. Hopefully next broadcast, I'll be able to see everything that everybody types for a change. So I don't know about you guys. I am tired of talking. I'll give you guys a chance if you want.
Well, I'm good as well. Just like I said, stop in next Friday. Don't forget, guys, your first class for map making. Go over some basics, what programs are required, and so forth. And then shortly thereafter, our class, we'll be doing our stream update for the week. And then the following Tuesday, another class for map making. And then also, we're going to modify that wood crasher. We're going to de-arm it. We're going to take the limbs off that bad boy and do it properly so you have no errors in your log. Because you can do it if you know a little bit about Giants Editor, but you also have to remove some things out of the vehicle XML, and we're going to do it properly. And
cool.
that's...
And if you guys want to see, the schedule is on the website, and Jeff, I think, will get his mod thing there on the schedule as well. But there's an events page that has our live broadcasts and the times, and I believe that they show up in the proper time zone for whoever's logging in. But I think that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll have more for you. It was kind of a light week on the updates this week because of all the website fun that I had this week trying to set that thing up. And apparently I got a few more things to work out there. But thanks for stopping. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week. Have a good weekend.
And thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good weekend.